When was the last time you sat down to do something important and actually stayed with it? No checking your phone, no switching tabs, no sudden urge to just quickly look something up. Just focus. Because if you're honest, it's probably been a while. You sit down to work. Maybe it's a report. Maybe it's studying. Maybe it's something you've been putting off for days. You open your laptop, you tell yourself, all right, this time I'm doing it properly. 5 minutes in, it starts. A small thought. Let me just check something real quick. You reach for your phone. 1 notification turns into 3. 3 turns into scrolling. Scrolling turns into 20 minutes, then 40. You come back, slightly annoyed, but also strangely tired. You try again. Now your mind feels slower, heavier. The same task that felt manageable 30 minutes ago now feels resistant. So you delay it again. And by the end of the day, you haven't really done anything meaningful, but you've been busy the whole time. Most people think this is a motivation problem or discipline. They tell themselves, I just need to try harder. I need more willpower. But that's not what's actually happening. You're not struggling to focus because you're weak. You're struggling because your brain has quietly adapted to something else, something faster, something easier, something more immediately rewarding. Your brain is constantly learning what to pay attention to, not based on what matters, but based on what feels rewarding. Every time you check your phone, every time you switch apps, every time you interrupt your own thinking, you're training your brain to expect stimulation, fast stimulation, short bursts, quick rewards, constant novelty. And over time, something changes. Deep work starts to feel unnatural. Not because it's hard, but because it's slow. It doesn't give you instant feedback. It doesn't give you quick hits of satisfaction. So your brain resists it. Not aggressively, just subtly. Through restlessness, through boredom, through the urge to escape. And this is where it gets confusing. Because part of you still wants to do meaningful things. You want to focus. You want to build something. You want to improve. But another part of you has been conditioned to avoid the exact state required for that. Stillness, effort, delayed reward. So you end up in this quiet conflict, sitting in front of your work, wanting to do it, but constantly pulled away by something easier. Long-term impact. If this continues long enough, something deeper happens. It's not just about distraction anymore. Your standards begin to shift. You start choosing easier tasks, shorter tasks, more comfortable tasks. Not consciously, but consistently. And slowly, your life starts organizing itself around what's easy to consume instead of what's meaningful to build. You stay busy, but not focused. You stay occupied, but not progressing. And over time, this creates a strange feeling, like you're always doing something, but rarely moving forward. People who seem disciplined aren't necessarily stronger than you. They've just stopped negotiating with distraction. They understand something simple. Focus isn't something you force, it's something you protect. They don't rely on motivation to concentrate. They design their environment so their attention isn't constantly under attack. They accept that boredom is part of the process, that resistance is normal, that the urge to check your phone isn't the signal to stop, it's just a habit trying to continue. And instead of reacting to it, they let it pass. So maybe the problem isn't that you can't focus. Maybe it's that your mind has been trained to expect something else, something faster, something easier, something less demanding. And now, real focus feels unfamiliar. Not impossible, just unfamiliar. And the more you understand that, the less this becomes about blaming yourself, and the more it becomes about noticing what you've been practicing every day. Because in the end, your ability to focus isn't disappearing. It's just being redirected.